I broke up with my GF on Christmas because of her family. Okay, I'm of indigenous descent. I do perform at powwows and sing too. My girlfriend is white, so is her family, except for her BIL, he's African American. This is my first Christmas with them and my girlfriend, been together a year and a half, there's that bit of backstory. So, I went to girlfriend's family gathering for Christmas yesterday and while there it comes up that I dance and sing at powwows. Conversation starts off innocent enough, but I get that feeling that people of color get sometimes when these sorts of talks come up. And I know something offensive is about to go down. There are about 15 grown people there, and 4 children. So, I'm fielding questions/statements like, do the words mean anything or is it just gibberish? I can hop too. How much Indian are you? Do you get money from the casino? Anyways, my GF's uncle tells me to do an Indian chant and wants me to dance too. I said no. Then GF's dad chimes in with a, come on. Do one. And then like 6 others start asking. I say it's just weird, and I don't want to. GF's BIL is staring at the floor, glancing over at me with a look that says, I'm so sorry. And after about 5 minutes of this shit, her uncle tells his kids to dance and sing like an Indian. So then there's 2 white children making Indian noises and jumping around the room. GF is laughing, like, WTF. And everyone is cheering for them. Me and the BIL are staring in complete fucking disbelief. Then they start in on me again, they can do it. Show them how it's actually done. I've had enough, I stand up and tell them I'm not their fucking show monkey, and they need to be more respectful of other cultures. GF just sits there. She's been to at least 10 of my performances, and claims to love my culture, and she not once defended me or it here. I look over at her, and ask her to help me out here and she sheepishly says, they're just kidding around, and I say, okay. Well, I'm not kidding around when I say we're done. Her dad and uncle start saying something, and her sister says that that's not fair. And I start walking to the bedroom to get my shit to leave. While doing so, I forget that she drove her car. And I'm without transport to get 4 hours to my apartment. So, I suck it up, go back out there while GF's grandma is telling everyone off. She was also not happy about what transpired, she's a goddamn saint of a woman. I say to GF, you need to take me home. Now. Please. She's crying, naturally. And her dad says, find your own way you fucking brat. And BIL stands up and says, I'll do it. His wife tells him not to, and he says something like this was all too much, and he can't just leave me stranded. So, I get into his truck, and I'm shaking. I'm still so fucking pissed off. And he gets in, starts it up and we're off. About 15 minutes down the road he looks at me and says, bro. What the fuck? And we start laughing. He tells me about what happened his first time meeting that family and all the stories thereafter, and honestly, I think I dodged a bullet. So, today I've been getting messages from my friends and mutual friends of my ex about how I'm an a-hole for breaking up with her in front of her family, cussing them all out and demanding they fly me back home. Apparently she's been feeding them all an extremely exaggerated event. One asked me if keyed her dad's car before I left. Like, WTF. Anyways, I've been feeling kind of bad for dumping her in front of her family like. My adrenaline is still active, and my nerves are all on end. Is what I did too much? How do I get my friends to believe that what I did was justified? I know she probably didn't mean what she did, but still, she's also been texting me and trying to smooth things over, but I honestly don't see it. Especially after lying to our friends. But also part of me really does miss her. We've been holed up at my place for 11 months, getting to know, almost, everything about each other. I'm confused. I know me and most of her family are done even if we work this shit out. It's a weird thing to love someone, and then suddenly you have to tell yourself you don't anymore.
Relevant comment. Miss Lexi Black. Fuck that noise, her family is racist and she didn't stand up for you. You dodged a bullet. You don't owe anyone a performance and I'd break up with someone treating me like a dancing monkey too. The fact she doubled down and started lying about what happened shows you how much love and respect she has for you. Move on with a clear conscience and don't look back. You deserve someone who will stand up for you. Sending you love.
Update. So, first off, thank you for the awards and stuff. The kind words. And mostly the advice. Second, I turned off my phone after my original post, and immediately got hammered, passed out, woke up at 2 p.m. the next day, ordered some MF waffles, and built my dog a bed that she won't sleep in, whatever, I guess, then got into my car, went to Best Buy to buy a PS5, they didn't have any, naturally, bought a new TV instead, got a Switch and some games, and had been living the best fucking life I could possibly be living. No phone, no internet, except for the gaming, no social media, and honestly, no heartache. Finally turned my phone back on today to an absolute onslaught of texts, missed calls, voicemails, FB messages, Twitter messages, and you name it. There was a message on my PS from my brother even. I did respond to him to let him know I was fine and to tell our family not to worry, I was just dealing in my own way. The juicy bits are as follows. X is terribly sorry, and she doesn't condone what they did, but it's her family, and she didn't mean to laugh or whatever. She keeps trying to bait me to respond with things like, what about our history? We talked about having a family. Basically, trying everything. I will admit I did respond once, and I said, politely, please leave me alone. What we had was great. I enjoyed every bit of it as much as you claim you had. But, that was absolutely horrific to watch, and watching you laugh at it was heartbreaking and abhorrent. We have no chance after what I experienced. Hopefully that didn't paste in a weird format. But, she has since messaged me a few times more than I think she finally realized it's over. Her dad or uncle, I'm honestly not sure who, texted me to apologize for what happened. Never responded. Probably won't. Grandma added me on FB, that goddamn sweetheart. She's like 80, and posted the night this all happened that she has never been so disappointed on a holiday. Then has been spamming the newsfeed with Indigenous history stuff, and made a big long post on the anniversary of Wounded Knee that was absolutely beautiful. I am talking with her about her granddaughter, she thinks I should give her another shot. I told her it's honestly not something I want to deal with right now. She gets it though. Our friends group has basically been split down the middle. Half still think I should have waited until Christmas was over to break up, the other half just don't really give a shit anymore, I guess. There are a few friends I did explain what happened, and that went about as smooth as shitting bricks sideways. They refused to believe she would just sit there and do nothing, despite screenshots of her literally saying she was sorry for laughing and not doing anything. So, they're gone. Done with them. Some of my closer pals told me they never trusted her, and I asked why, and they said it's because she called fry bread lefts one time. LOL? Other than that, our friends are all filled in from what happened on both sides, whatever they decide, it is what it is. The real hero of the situation, the BIL. I showed him the post and he had a few things to say. 1, he said fuck the guy who called him the N-word or something. Yeah, fuck that guy. 2, he says that him and his wife are actually in the middle of a divorce, but we're trying to reconcile before going through with it because they have a child together. 3, he says thanks for all the MVP acknowledgement and he says he couldn't just leave a brother hanging like that, I learned that he's a quarter Choctaw. And last, he says he hates racism as much as the next decent person, but love is a crazy, beautiful, fickle, wonderful witch. What are you gonna do? I think that about covers most of everything. I don't expect there will be anything to update from here. Again, thanks for the kindness. You are all amazing, except that one guy.
Relevant comments. Dbones 90. What a shit show. And the family can't even blame it on being from a different generation because, somehow, the grandma was way better than all of them.